So today we're going to set up a template for a regular shape, like a rectangle or a circle, for art submission to Rose City Label. So I'm going to do this in Illustrator. I'm going to make a new document. We'll say 4 inches by 3 inches tall and a bleed of a 1/16 of an inch. So this bleed is going to be the same, 1/16 of an inch, no matter what the size of our document is. But this is going to be the actual size we want the label to print at, whatever we want it to be. I'll hit OK. You'll see that I'm CMYK. And I'm going to make myself a guide, just a 1/16 of an inch inside the label. To do that, I make a box that's my label size, center it up using my align palette, and then I'm going to offset a path of negative a 1/16 of an inch. Now I've got a box a 1/16 of an inch inside my label, and I'm going to go to Guides, View Guides, Make Guides. This shows up as a dotted line in mine, but it may be a blue line in yours, or whatever you've set your preferences to. I'm going to delete the shape that's the size of my label because I don't need that. This regular shape will specify that. If you want a circle instead of a rectangle, just tell your CSR, hey, this is going to be a 1 inch by 1 inch circle, or what have you, and that'll work. Just make the artboard that same size, 1 inch by 1 inch in that case. This red line indicates the bleed, so we're going to cut off the bleed there, but we also have to make sure we bleed that far out. So I'm going to make an object that's going to be my background, for example. So say we've got a yellow background. That goes well beyond my bleed line, which is fine. It's going to get cut off at that bleed line. And this line inside that I've made, this guide, this is just an indicator to tell me, to remind me to not make any critical elements like type that we don't want cut off, to not go beyond that line. So as the label is moving through the press, there's going to be a little bit of movement, and we want to make sure critical elements like type stay within that. We'll say I'm making Pinot Noir. I can make that text as big as I want, as long as it doesn't go beyond that die safety margin, or type limit, we call it. Things that cross that type limit, they need to continue on and bleed like we have our background. So if we have an object that is non-critical, say it's green, that goes to beyond either our type limit or beyond our guide, we again need to make sure that that goes all the way past the bleed. And there you have it. That's all you need.